What is going on, Internet? Noob for Hire here, bringing you some Homefront gameplay, and I have some very, very exciting news. Just because I admire all my subs and everyone else on the Internet, I took the time, scoured the Internet for like an hour, and collected as much information on Homefront 2 as I possibly could. And this is what I found. I actually, if you can hear that, that's the piece of paper where I actually wrote down my notes. And I'm going to divulge all the information that I found with you guys. First and foremost, Homefront 2 is going to be a sequel to Homefront 1, which I think is a tad bit obvious. If you've played the first one and beat it, it kind of leaves it open. Well, it doesn't kind of leave it open. It leaves it open for a continuation in for this particular game, which is what I think what the original developers intended. Speaking of developers, Homefront 2 will actually be worked on a new set of, or not a new set of developers, but by a new developer called Crytek UK. Unfortunately, Chaos Studios closed down because this game wasn't popular and it didn't have that mass appeal that they were hoping for. It didn't sell as many copies as they were hoping for, so THQ, which is their publisher, unfortunately had to shut them down. But Crytek UK has been given the reins to go ahead and move forward with Homefront 2. Crytek UK is formally named Free Radical Design. If that sounds somewhat familiar to you, Free Radical Design is the development company that created the Time Splitters franchise. If you have not played any Time Splitters games, I highly recommend you go to your local GameStop. Go to the Xbox, PlayStation 2 aisle, because these are very old games. Pick one up, try it out, let me know what you think. I personally sank in many hours into these games. And the thing with these games is they were not online games. They had bots. If you don't know what bots are, it's similar to Call of Duty Black Ops, the combat training. Those are considered to be bots. And Time Splitters had that. I think you could do like a huge, insane amount of bots. But anywho, I'm getting sidetracked here. So they made Time Splitters, the franchise. Great couple of games. Highly recommend you go to GameStop, pick a couple of copies up, try it out, let me know what you think. They also made a game called Haze for the PlayStation 3. If that sounds familiar whatsoever to you, Haze did horrible. It did horrible in sales, and it got eviscerated by reviewers. A lot of the reviewers complained that this just felt like a incomplete game. They needed to work more on it. And if I'm not mistaken, it was supposed to be a Halo killer. Pretty much every game nowadays is a Halo killer. The only game that I actually consider to be a Halo killer is the Call of Duty franchise, which actually took the #1 spot from Halo. But once again, I'm getting sidetracked. Crytek UK was also in charge of the Crysis 2 multiplayer. If you've played the Crysis 2 multiplayer, I honestly think it runs smooth. It's great, and I just might even upload a couple of multiplayer clips just to show you guys how smooth and how fluent the Crysis 2 multiplayer is. It's fun. I highly recommend you go to your local GameStop, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, wherever you go to purchase your games, and pick up a copy of Crysis 2. I'm not sure how much the game is. I'm pretty sure it's like $20, if not cheaper. So, those are the developer credentials. Now, the engine they're going to be using is the CryEngine 3. If you want to know how this engine looks, you can pick up three current titles that are out there. There's Crysis 1, which was remade for the Xbox. Well, not for the Xbox, but for the Xbox Arcade, and I believe the PSN also. So you can get an idea of how this game might look. And also Nexus, which is also an Xbox/PSN title, which is actually a Twitch shooter. If you don't know what a Twitch shooter is, think of Quake, think of Unreal Tournament. Very, very, very fast-paced, arcadey, first-person shooter. A lot faster than Call of Duty. That's like playing on 10 sensitivity, but times 10. Yeah, that'll work. And also Crysis 2. Crysis 2 is actually run on the CryEngine 3. So if you want to get an idea of more or less how the game's going to run, I suggest you go out and buy Crysis 2. This commentary is coming to an end. That's all I got for Homefront 2 news for now. Release date, they're saying maybe 2014, so hopefully we'll hear more information between that. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, drop a like. If you're not subscribed, I'll talk to you later. Peace.